gentle English learning
for real-world confidence.
Hey there, English crafters. Welcome to Craft Your English. I'm Liam.
And this is Chloe.
And we're here to help you build, shape, and perfect your English skills one conversation at a time. Let's craft something amazing together. Welcome back to another episode of Craft Your English. Great to have you joining us in the workshop today.
Absolutely. And today we're diving into something that's close to both our hearts, and probably yours too, from dream to done, setting and smashing your goals.
You know what I love about this topic? It's like crafting itself. You start with raw materials, a vision, and through careful planning and consistent work, you create something incredible. Whether it's mastering English, starting that business you've been thinking about, or finally writing that novel.
Ooh, I love that analogy, Liam. And here's the thing. I bet every single listener has experienced this. You get super excited about a goal. Maybe you even start working on it. But then somehow, weeks or months later, it's just sitting there, unfinished. Sound familiar?
Oh, absolutely. I still have that dusty guitar in my closet from when I was going to definitely learn to play this year. That was 3 years ago? So today, we'll dig into why this happens, and more importantly, how to actually follow through and get things done.
And of course, we'll craft some beautiful English expressions and vocabulary along the way, because that's what we do here. So, Liam, let's start with the elephant in the room. Why do so many well-meaning goals end up gathering dust?
Well, from my teaching days, I noticed students often set goals that were way too ambitious or nebulous, like saying, I want to be fluent in English. That sounds great, but what does fluent actually mean to you? And by when?
Exactly. I remember when I was learning English, I used to say, I want to speak like a native. But that's like saying, I want to bake a perfect cake without knowing if you want chocolate, vanilla, or even what size. The goal was so vague that I had no idea where to start or how to measure progress.
And then there's the classic mistake, and I'm totally guilty of this, trying to change everything at once. You know, starting Monday, I'm going to study English for 2 hours every day, hit the gym, eat perfectly, and read a book before bed.
Oh, no. That sounds exhausting just thinking about it. That's a recipe for burnout, not success. It's like trying to craft 10 different projects simultaneously. You end up with a bunch of half-finished pieces and a lot of frustration.
Exactly. So the key is being strategic and realistic. But before we dive into our framework for success, I think it's time for our
Phrase builder.
Today's phrase is perfect for our topic. Rome wasn't built in a day.
Rome wasn't built in a day. This classic idiom reminds us that important achievements take time and patience. You can't rush quality work, whether you're building an ancient empire or crafting your English skills.
Love it. Here's how you might use it in conversation. Example 1. I know you're frustrated that your English isn't perfect yet, but remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. Example 2. She's been working on her startup for 2 years now. I keep telling her that Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither is a successful business.
It's such a comforting phrase, isn't it? It gives you permission to be patient with yourself while still working consistently toward your goals. Perfect for today's topic.
So, Chloe, you mentioned having a framework for success. I'm assuming you're thinking of the SMART approach?
You read my mind. Yes, SMART goals. It's like having a blueprint when you're crafting something. You wouldn't start building a bookshelf without proper measurements and a plan, right? SMART stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound.
Let's break it down. Nice and simple. Specific means getting crystal clear about what you want. Instead of improve my English, try improve my English conversation skills so I can confidently network at professional events.
Perfect. And measurable is about tracking progress. For that networking goal, you might measure success by initiating at least 3 meaningful conversations at the next industry meetup, or speaking for a total of 20 minutes during the event.
Then we have achievable. This is where you need to be honest with yourself. If you're currently too nervous to say hello to strangers, jumping straight to give a 30-minute keynote speech might be biting off more than you can chew.
Just a bit. And relevant is all about the why. Your goals should connect to something that actually matters to you. If career advancement is important, then improving professional English makes perfect sense.
Finally, time-bound. Give yourself a deadline. I will feel confident starting conversations with strangers at the March networking event. That's much more powerful than someday I'll be better at networking.
Here's a quick story that shows this in action. Last year, I had a listener named Maria who said she wanted to get better at English writing. After our conversation, she crafted this SMART goal. I will improve my business email writing by completing an online course and writing one professional email per week to practice so I can communicate more confidently with international clients within the next 8 weeks.
That's brilliant. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. And here's the beautiful thing. She actually did it. Because the goal was so clear, she knew exactly what steps to take each week.
Exactly. And that brings me to another crucial point. Write your goals down and review them regularly. There's something almost magical about seeing your goals in writing. It makes them feel more real, more tangible.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to adjust as you go. Life happens. Circumstances change. The key is to stay flexible while keeping your eye on the prize. Think of it as fine-tuning your approach, not giving up.
All right, time to step into our word workshop. Let's polish up some of the great vocabulary we've been using today.
First up, we used ambitious. 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 Having a strong desire for success, achievement, or distinction. Requiring great effort to achieve. Example 1. Her ambitious goal was to become fluent in 3 languages within 2 years. Example 2. The startup had ambitious plans to expand internationally within their first year.
Next, we had nebulous. 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 Vague, unclear, or ill-defined. Example 1. His career plans were still nebulous. He knew he wanted change, but wasn't sure what direction to take. Example 2. The company's vision statement was too nebulous to provide clear guidance to employees.
Then there's tangible. Tan-ja-bull. Tangible. Clear and definite. Real and concrete. Not imaginary. Example 1. After months of studying, she could see tangible improvements in her English pronunciation. Example 2. The new manager wanted tangible results, not just promises of future success.
We also used fine-tuning. Fine-tune-ing. Fine-tuning. Making small adjustments to improve or perfect something. Example 1. After getting feedback from her teacher, she spent the weekend fine-tuning her presentation. Example 2. The recipe was good, but it needed some fine-tuning to get the flavors just right.
And finally, follow through. Follow through. Follow through. To complete an action or process that has been started. To do what you promised or intended to do. Example 1. He always has great ideas, but he rarely follows through with them. Example 2. The key to reaching your goals is learning to follow through, even when motivation fades.
So there you have it. From dreams to done. It's all about crafting those SMART goals and then putting in the consistent work to build something amazing. Remember, every master craftsperson started as a beginner.
What's one goal you're working on right now? And how could you make it more smart? Share it in the comments. We love hearing from our English crafters, and it's fantastic practice for you too.
Don't forget to like this episode if it helped you. Subscribe to Craft Your English for more episodes, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a workshop session.
Thanks for spending time with us in the workshop today. And remember, keep crafting, keep growing, and most importantly, keep enjoying the journey.
That's your dose of English wisdom. Don't overdose.
We'll see you next time.